Good evening, Libra. Welcome to my channel. I'm doing who's around you and why. So I'm using Kipper. Kipper is a great deck to discover the kind of person around you, their motivations, maybe their occupation, things of that nature. And then I have tarot and a small oracle deck for guidance at the end. So let's see if we get any pop-outs for you. I would like that for this read. Who's around you, Libra? You kind of would know, but maybe you don't know what they really want in their interaction with you. Okay, 2 came out finally. So we have marriage and mature woman. So you could be this mature woman, I don't know yet. We're gonna have to determine, but someone's got marriage on the brain, which is great. It's such a Libra thing, right? Wanting to find your forever lover, partner. You're very, I guess, old-fashioned that way if you want, like you really enjoy being married, so you like that conservative side of things, of doing things by the book. When it comes to love, at least. Let's get some tarot. I'm not saying you would be conventional. Maybe you're one of those Libras that are not conventional, but somehow within this context, this person or this relationship in particular, it looks like you want something more, or this person wants something more, because we're kind of looking at them more than you. But same for the tarot. I'm going to see if some cards want to come out. So first one, death. Okay, we have, this is the 10 of Cups with, I believe, the Page of Wands in reverse. I'm gonna draw one more, or maybe 2 more. So we have the Knight of Swords. He came out horizontally, but the way he was placed, I'm reading him upright. Please be patient, Libra. I want to get to the bottom of that marriage story. This one. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is an interesting read. It's going to be it's a challenge here, because basically you have marriage on the table, right? Yet the tarot is sort of contradicting the Kipper cards. Sort of. So I mean, you have one major arcana. It's the first card out. You have death. So you're wanting to change your life, which is the easy thing to say, but this is very profound, right? With death here, we're talking like a reset, like a rehaul, like a makeover kind of desire for change. This is not like I'm gonna buy new furniture, I'm gonna in this context, you're wanting to change the nature of this particular relationship. So I don't know if you're the, let's say, so without being gender specific, I don't know if you're the male dealing with a mature woman, so someone that would be 35 years and older, maybe even more, like maybe even 45 and older. It depends of your own age, but it's someone clearly older than you, and it's a romantic kind of relationship. So there's something about the person that either makes you want to change profoundly your life to either welcome this person, or the opposite. I'm not clear on if it's, are you making room because you don't want this person in your life anymore, or is this someone you're welcoming into your life? I get contradictory energies because I have two different knights. One is very fast, the other one is very slow, and he's so slow. He's slower than usual because he's in reverse. So we've got a perfect, basically full steam ahead and then full stop, right? It's like polar opposites, right? It's interesting. Maybe these two characters, maybe you and the person who's around you are very, very, very different. Like really different, and you're not used to that. So this transformation is, it's like, it goes many ways, right? It goes how you want to transform and how this person is transforming you, or how are they transforming. So either way, it feels like both of you are going through changes caused by the relationship or due to the relationship, right? The relationship is the catalyst for this. I'm getting an energy of, with the Page of Wands in reverse. It's a really strange energy because I'm tying it in with the Knights here. So what I'm really sensing is, I don't know why, but this person is not really coming forward to you. I say that because there's no movement with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And there's no communication with the Page of Wands in reverse. And yet, there's like signs everywhere with the Knight of Swords upright. It's a strange energy of, I'm questioning in my mind if this is such a deep transformation that you feel inside is happening, right? You know that this person is having such an impact on your life. It's having an impact on how you perceive yourself. It's having an impact on what you really want in relationships at this moment, or out of a relationship or even a marriage at this moment in your life, you know, which would differ from what you thought it was, I don't know, X amount of years ago, or what it might be in X amount of years forward, right? You can only go with at the moment. But I think that you're surprising yourself. I feel like you're discovering something really, really deep within you that you didn't think you wanted as part of a connection, right? So it's either the person per se, I'm gonna say, even it could be the gender of the person you're attracted to. It could be that you're faced with, you know, I don't know, a revelation. It's only one message, right? It's a possibility. It doesn't apply to everybody, of course. But we do have 2 nights, right? I mean, I'm sensing something of the sort, something that's deep enough that you're questioning what marriage and what a happy home really means to you, what it looks like. You know, there's more than one layer here. It's not just like the person's gender. It could be their cultural background, it could be their age, it could be their likes and dislikes, right? It feels very different from you. All of that is strongly attached to death here. It's sort of because before you die, you need to go. You're basically plunging. At least for me, the way I read tarot, death is never superficial. Death is really, really deep. I just want to pinpoint that you're not saying much, or this person is not saying much, and that bewilders me kind of. I'm wondering why there would be no movement and no communication with the Page of Wands. And yet there's like many signs. I keep going back to thinking it might be because you haven't fully accepted something about this relationship. It could be, and this is another totally different message, right? If we look at these 2 cards, there's like now 3 people. There's 1 man, 2 ladies. There's 2 people to choose out of, basically. Two different energies, you know. It's possible we're looking at a love triangle. It's possible. So death would become, you know, there's going to be the death of one of those relationships. I'm feeling, I'm thinking, some people would have it differently, and and just, you know, but this is not what I'm reading. I feel like the death card here would imply a choice will be made eventually. It just feels, I think, in this particular love triangle situation, I think with the Page of Wands, I think the choice hasn't been made, really hasn't been voiced, hasn't been expressed. Maybe the person, whether it's them doing this to you, it's like the person around you, and you're one of the people they're choosing out of, or the other way around, you're having to choose between two people. I think there's a little bit more soul searching here to be done before you express your choice, before you make your big decision of who is marriage potential, who is my happy ever after person. I'm gonna say one thing, if it's a love triangle, it's really interesting because these two energies are, I think the reason there's still some more soul searching is that both energies that are around you, in the case that you are choosing between two people, I'm gonna say something, it's what I'm feeling. It feels like none of them is really kind of like has all the checkbox. Like it feels like one is too much of something and the other one is not enough of something, but neither of them, like it's not a clear-cut choice, it's not a clear-cut decision, because it's not like you have a 10 on one side and a, you know, like all the checkbox on ticked on one side and only a few on the other. Like it doesn't feel that way. It just feels like you're noticing basically pros and cons on each side, and it's not making your choice any easier. That's what it feels like. So this card totally goes in line with the major arcana. So it says, let go. Enjoy the pulsing lights of the firefly, but don't hold on too tight. Well, they're gonna have to let go of one of them, right? Of one or two people, or someone will with you, if it's a love triangle. If it's not a love triangle, there's something else, like I was describing, within yourself that is radically changing. It could be like all your outmoded ways of living before, or even just the way you perceive things, or again, it's relating, it's pertaining specifically to how you perceive marriage to be. So ask yourself the question, right? Because I mentioned earlier on that you like the official thing, like the official marriage, you know, the ceremony, the signing of the of the contract at the city hall. That typically Librans love that, but maybe some of that mindset is changing for you, or vice versa. If you were very original and, you know, unconventional, I should say, about marriage, maybe now you're thinking differently. And if it's a love triangle, then a choice needs to be made, whether it's you choosing between two people or asking someone to make that choice, because you're not going to linger within a triangle. Anyway, that's who's around you and why. Libra. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe, of course, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.